Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jake here, and welcome back to yet another Pokemon Go video. And guess what, guys? We are going to be covering some more Rainbow Cup action here in this video. We're going to be doing some Rainbow Cup battles, and just getting a feel of the meta here in this cup. So to start these battles off, we're going to actually use this team, which at the time last night when I recorded these battles. This team seemed to be pretty okay. Like you have Quagsire, which is 2 times weak to Venusaur or Meganium. You have Beedrill here, which is weak to rock types. It's weak to fire mainly, and also flying. And then we have Raichu here at the end. That's weak to Quagsire and any other ground types you can find in the meta. And it does real well against things like Charizard, Mantine. It's double super effective against, so make sure you don't get locked with a Raichu. And yeah, anyways, let's get right into these battles. So to start this off, we're going up against our German friend. We actually have a Charizard versus Raichu lead, so this is really good. My Raichu has the Legacy Thunder Shock. He's going to switch out into Quagsire. I switch into Beedrill at the time, and I make a huge mistake here. I don't block Stone Edge because in my head I thought Beedrill was a bug and a poison, which I think it is, but at the time I didn't know Rock was super effective against bug. Sorry guys, I'm not a huge master of bug types. We haven't had much opportunity to use bugs in cups recently, so I'm getting trained up on that. Don't worry. But there we're gonna finish off his Quag with my Quag. He's gonna bring in Venusaur. We're gonna have to swap immediately into Raichu, so we can get some sort of a lead here. But he's gonna block, and at this time, I think the game is over because these wild charges aren't going to be very effective. We're gonna try to bait with a Thunder Punch here. He doesn't take it. We're gonna try to bait again with another one, and he doesn't take it either. So yeah, that's well played on his end. If we just went for wild charge, this thing would have been KO'd already. And then we're gonna go for one final Thunder Punch. He's gonna block, and yeah, we don't have any more shields, and he's gonna finish us off. If we just pulled the trigger on Wild Charge, we would have beaten that Venusaur, and then we would have had Quagsire in the back with a Stone Edge nearly ready for an unshielded Charizard. So well played, game 1 there. That was my first ever Rainbow match. So yeah, you guys will see my lineup I have here, or at least my selected Pokemon. Celebi, Great League, Blastoise, Lantern, Mantine, a shiny rank 73 Fortress, pretty sick. Yanma, Meganium. We use Venusaur later on in these battles, but it's currently in my regionals lineup, so that's why I wasn't using it. I didn't want to rename it, but I figured I might as well use it. So here he opens with a Legacy Magneton. He's going to switch in that Venusaur, so we're going to switch straight into Charizard. This is a very hard check to Venusaur, as you guys know, but Sludge Bomb will hurt, so make sure you block those. We're going to go for the Dragon Claw because it costed less energy, and there's no need to use Blast Burn. So here he comes in with Magneton. I'm not sure why he selected that. Maybe because it's Legacy. Maybe he wanted to burn a shield. We are going to burn the shield, but it was Magnet Bomb, so maybe he didn't have the Legacy charge move, Discharge. But yeah, he's going to bring in his own Charizard. We're going to force a shield out with Blast Burn. And we're going to get one more Dragon Claw up before we go down. And that's going to chip it down to about a third HP. And you guys know the deal here. Quag easily is going to wreck Charizard here. Just a matter of time. He's going to get off one more Dragon Claw, and then we're going to hit it for the double super effective Stone Edge. So well played in that game. And thus far, I noticed this cup is very balanced. It's not as rock, paper, scissors, but there are definitely some very hard checks for a lot of Pokemon. I've noticed there isn't really one good Pokemon that covers all bases in this cup. Most of them have, hard losses to at least one Pokemon. Like Fortress is going to be a double weak to Charizard. Quag is going to be 2 times weak to Grass. Mantine is going to be 2 times weak to Electric. Charizard is going to be 2 times weak to Rock. Yeah, there's a lot of hard checks for Pokemon in this meta. Azumarill is probably one of the least hard countered ones. But yeah, we have Mantine up against Azumarill, and at the time I thought this was positive. But Ice Beam is going to be neutral since we are part flying. And also water. But our Aerial Aces are going to do a decent amount of damage. We're going to make a swap into Quag to see what he does here. He's going to use Play Rough, so we're going to block. And then he's going to switch to his Meganium. So this is bad news for us. We're going to fire off the Stone Edge there. And yeah, he's just going to go farm. But he gets a little greedy here. I get to use another Stone Edge. And it's going to force him to burn a shield. So now we're going to switch into Charizard so that he doesn't essentially gain a lot out of that, because all he can do is one Frenzy Plant and my Charizard eats it like a champ. So now he brings out his Azumarill. We're going to go for the Blast Burn here. He does shield, so I guess going for the shield bit would have been better. But we're going to block that Ice Beam, and we're going to go for one more Blast Burn. And it nearly KOs it, but it does not. That is crazy. We're going to come in with Mantine with an Aerial Ace pre-charged, knock out the Azumarill there. And now he brings in his Charizard. So this is going to be really close. We're going to fire off another Aerial Ace, and he fires off Dragon Claw, but it doesn't KO. But man, oh my god, look at Charizard's health there. One more bubble, and we would have finished off the Charizard. So yeah, for anyone wondering, we are running Bubble, Aerial Ace, and Ice Beam on Mantine. I've heard that it gets walled by any rock types like AMAG Cargo, but I have Bubble for that. So yeah, anyways, jumping into the next set of battles here. Hope you guys enjoyed thus far, and thank you for watching. Alright guys, jumping into the rest of the battles here against our friend from Germany. I just don't want to pronounce his name. I don't want to even attempt it. Probably going to just sound really stupid to any of the German viewers watching here. But yeah, we're going to go in here with Beedrill, and he's going to open Blastoise. So in the moment, I think this is an okay matchup. That Water Gun is chipping away quite a bit, but we have a spammy X-Scissor and Poison Jab, which is also doing decent damage. We're not gonna block the Hydro Cannon to see how much it does, and it absolutely annihilates our Beedrill there. So that was just a test. We're gonna bring in Meganium here to finish off Blastoise. He's gonna switch into Fortress, and in the moment I was like, okay, I'm just gonna farm a little bit of extra energy, then switch into Mantine to absorb this Heavy Slam. And yeah, we're gonna go for Ice Beam here. But in the moment, I didn't know that Aerial Ace would actually be better because it's neutral. Because it is part bug, so yeah, it levels out the steel resistance to flying. And now he brings in his Blastoise. It finishes us off, and we're gonna bring in Meganium, shield this Hydro Cannon, and we're gonna continue farming this Blastoise. Now his last Pokemon is Quag, which is really good for us because we have 2 Frenzy Plants charged up, which are going to burn his last 2 shields. And we are almost at another one. We're going to have to block this Stone Edge. And we're going to finish off Quagsire with a 3rd Frenzy Plant here to take the game. So Meganium coming in clutch there. Again, the only reason I wasn't using Venusaur in a lot of these matchups was because I just had it named something else, so yeah, but we're gonna use it here pretty soon. But so far in this cup, I really enjoy Raichu. If you guys watched my Tempest video way back, like a month or 2 ago, I made a spotlight video for Raichu, and even then Raichu killed in Tempest. So I really like how spammy it is. I also really like Quagsire. I like the grass types. Charizard's a bit squishy, but I do like Charizard. And I do also like Mantine. It's just, yeah, I'm scared of running that double weakness, but it's easily counterable by or paired with a Quagsire. So yeah, now we're gonna test out our Flex shiny high ranked Fortress in this battle and see how it does. Alright guys, so in this one we're going to open Mantine. He opens Venusaur. Now, this is an interesting matchup because we're gonna be taking we're gonna be taking 1 times neutral damage from frenzy plants, and we're gonna be dealing out super effective aerial ace / ice beam damage. I don't block that first frenzy plant, but that's exactly why. You guys saw how much damage that did. That did quite a bit. So yeah, he ends up blocking my last charge move, which is bad for us. It means we have to bring out this fortress to do super effective damage with his quick move, and then he brings out Charizard, which is a double weakness. So we have to switch immediately into Raichu. We have to block this, thinking maybe it would be a Blast Burn. We're gonna go for the Thunder Punch, but he's gonna get off. Oh, actually no, he doesn't get off a charge move. We're gonna beat him to Thunder Punch. And his last Pokemon is a Blastoise, and this is GG. Wild Charge is going to dominate Blastoise, one hit KO, easy. And we take that game. That could have been really dangerous if Raichu wasn't able to get to another Thunder Punch. That would have been really dangerous for us. We probably would have lost. But yeah, didn't really get to do much with Fortress in that battle. So we're gonna switch it out here, but I'm definitely gonna be running Fortress some more. Probably make a spotlight video for it. We'll see. But yeah, I just, oh man, I love Raichu, guys. Lantern definitely seems like a good choice as well, but it's very weak to grass, so that's one thing. And it just takes so long to get to the charge moves, unless you want to run it as an electric type attacker. But yeah, here we are, Venusaur versus our lead, which was Beedrill. This is positive for us, very positive. He's gonna switch out to Charizard. We're gonna switch into Mantine to be quite a nice counter. We're not gonna shield that Blast Burn, and it doesn't actually do as much as I maybe thought it would do. And yeah, we're going to shield this last one so that we can farm a bit of energy off Charizard, which we do. And now he's gonna bring in. Let's see, what does he bring in here? Venusaur, right? So we're gonna preemptively go for the aerial ace. He's gonna shield. Smart shield by him. But again, guys, we have Beedrill, which is a hard stop to it. So he's going to have to switch immediately into Blastoise. And I don't even think we really had to switch there, but we just did it just to be safe. And we're going to finish off this Blastoise with a Stone Edge. Or, well, not finish it off, but do a crap ton of damage. We're going to let our Quagsire go. And yeah, we're just going to farm with Beedrill. And we're going to finish off Venusaur with a Sludge Bomb. And we had another one ready in case, for some reason, it didn't faint. So, yeah. Beedrill. Great Pokemon to farm energy with. It will wreck Azumarill. It will, let's see here. I don't want to mess up my typings here, but it should wreck a Raichu as well, I think. I'm not sure how good the water types do against Beedrill, but I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Mantine I know is a counter. It's a pretty hard counter. But like Bug is only really, there's not many things that Bug's super effective against in this cup, guys. Just mainly grass. And then Poison is also super effective against grass, and it's neutral to a lot of things. But yeah, anyways, here we are. Raichu versus Venusaur. We're in a bad spot here, but he doesn't block that Wild Charge. So we're going to actually shield this Frenzy Plant so that we can get off another Wild Charge. Or, well, Wild Charge Shield Bait. And he's just going to take the Thunder Punch. So we're just going to go for another Thunder Punch. Finish off the Venusaur. So that was very good to sway that matchup into my favor. But now he brings in Quag. But we're going to switch right into Meganium. So in the moment, I needed my Raichu for this Charizard in the end, so we're gonna try to protect it here with Meganium, but we're just gonna get destroyed by Dragon Claw. And yeah, our last two. Ooh, this is bad. We have to try to go for a KO here with Raichu. It's just not gonna happen. And now we just have Fortress left. He's gonna even go for the shield bait here with Dragon Claw. We're gonna take it because, you know, who wouldn't shield that, right? And he's going to finish us off with a Blast Burn. So well played there. Charizard just will destroy Fortress. It'll destroy Beedrill. Um, Meganium. Ivysaur, Venusaur, Victory Bell. Um, a majority of the meta, Charizard is a hard check to. So yeah, definitely watch out for Charizard. Here we're going to open Mantine. He opens Fortress. So this is a good matchup for us. We're going to be resisting those heavy slams, sorry. And we're going to be dealing out neutral damage with Aerial Ace. And Bubble's also going to be doing neutral damage, I believe. And yeah, we're going to just keep going at it with this Aerial Ace spam here. And eventually knock out this Fortress. We are going to... Oh, wait, no, we're not going to block Heavy Slam. We get the turn priority now. Or switch priority, sorry. And he brings in Magneton. So we're going to actually go for Meganium here. We want to bait a shield with Earthquake. We're going to eat this Magnet Bomb. But like I said, we're going to go for a shield bait. And it's going to be Frenzy Plant. So he's just going to... He's going to block, which is good. Now we're going to block this Magnet Bomb. And then we're going to try to go for another Earthquake here. And we're actually going to go for Frenzy Plant. And it ends up finishing it off. And his last Pokemon is Azumarill. So this is really good. We have a Frenzy Plant ready to go. That's going to force the last shield. And we're going to have to shield this last Ice Beam here. But that's okay because we have a Frenzy Plant ready to go. And that's going to nearly KO Azumarill. But dang it. Azumarill is tanky, guys. I'm sure you guys know. Azumarill has been used nonstop in pretty much all of the last cups. In this last match, we're going to lead Raichu here. Mantine in the middle. And I forget what was in the back. But he's going to bring out Venusaur. So this is a bad matchup for us. And we don't really have a hard check to this right now. We're going to try to play it out, though. He's not going to block that. So we decide to not switch out. And we're going to go for another Wild Charge here and see if he blocks. And he doesn't. So we take that matchup. And then he brings in Charizard, oddly enough. So we're going to go for the Shield Bait here with Thunder Punch. He's going to take it. So that's good. But we don't have the energy to finish off Charizard. So we're going to do a safe switch into Mantine. He's going to switch into Blastoise. So we have Meganium for that hard check there. We don't need to block this Hydro Cannon. In fact, we don't want his Charizard... We don't want to allow his Charizard to farm. So yeah, that's why we didn't take the Flash Cannon there. And yeah, we're going to force his last shield. And then we're going to come in with Mantine and finish off Charizard with an Aerial Ace. So overall, if they don't have an electric type counter, to counter you, Mantine is definitely a solid option in this cup. I've been hearing a lot of hype around it. And other things like Beedrill, Fortress, I've heard a lot of good things about. Yeah, there's even some Confusion users making a rise to this cup. But yeah, he's going to open Poliwrath here, and we're going to open Meganium. So this, right off the bat, is an amazing matchup for us. He's going to switch into Venusaur. We're going to do some farming, and we're going to switch timely into our Mantine and eat that Sludge Bomb. We are going to have to end up blocking this Frenzy Plant, though, because we want to go for the Aerial Ace. And he does block, so that's good. But that means we're going to have to invest yet another shield to block this Frenzy Plant, and this time we're going to go for Ice Beam. And let's see if he blocks here. It's going to be fatal if he doesn't, and he does block. So that's kind of bad for us, because we need to switch out Meganium, and we're going to go for Earthquake, because we know it's going to one-hit KO. And then he's going to bring in his Charizard. So this is pretty bad. We're going to go for Frenzy Plant here. We were going to actually switch earlier on, but since I didn't think he was going to just farm energy off me like that. I thought he would finish me off. But yeah, as you can see there, he has a Dragon Claw and a Blast Burn ready to go. So he takes that game in a solid fashion. Once I saw Charizard, I should have just swapped immediately into Raichu. I just didn't think he would go for like the hard energy farm like that, but he did. So yeah, Charizard giving me probably the most problem out of any other Pokemon in this cup so far, just based on these battles. And this is where I start to use Venusaur. So we're gonna open Venusaur again, see what happens. He's gonna open Poliwrath again, so this is good. We have the switch open, ready to go, and he's gonna bring his own Venusaur. So we're gonna go for Sludge Bomb here, and he's not gonna block, so that does a ton of damage. We are gonna block this though, thinking maybe it would be a Sludge Bomb, but it wasn't. So we're just gonna go for Frenzy Plant here, and finish off his Venusaur. We are down one shield, but that's okay. And then now he's gonna bring in Charizard, so we're gonna opt to actually go for Sludge Bomb. And he doesn't block that, so that's fantastic for us. We have Raichu in here. We're going to block Blast Burn, and farm energy. And his last Pokemon, again, is that Poliwrath with one shield, but that's fine. We're going to burn those last two shields real quick with our Raichu. We're going to use Thunder Punch, burn the last shield. And we have two hard counters ready to go, so we're just going to bring in Venusaur. He's going to use Power Punch, but we're just going to finish it with Frenzy Plant. And that's going to be a one-hit KO there. So, well played in that game. I'm definitely leaning towards Raichu and Mantine on the same lineup. Just looking at it, it looks like they have good team chemistry, but we definitely have to watch out for Quagsire. So that's why I'm running Venusaur. Quagsire would nuke Raichu, and I could nuke Mantine with Stone Edge because Mantine is weak to Rock. But yeah, in this opening matchup, he opens Fortress, which is going to do super effective fast move damage to me, and we're going to have to switch out of here to Mantine because, yeah, Fortress is just going to be a wall towards Venusaur. Yeah, he's going to make a switch here finally into Quagsire, and this is what I'm talking about. Quagsire can be really dangerous against this line because you guys are going to see right here, Stone Edge can nearly, it does like 75% of my HP. And in the end here, he's just going to farm a ton of energy. Look at those mud shots. Oof, that's a lot of energy stored right there, guys. That's dangerous. So we're going to go into Venusaur. We know he can tank a Stone Edge, so we're just going to let that go through. And he gets one more off. But that's fine. We're going to bring in Raichu to finish this. And this is where Raichu is going to put in work, guys. Watch what I do with this. So he's going to bring in Fortress, right? We're going to block Heavy Slam. We didn't need to, but yeah, we're just going to farm on this Fortress. And then he brings in Charizard, which is his last Pokemon. And here, it's a race. So I'm going to burn his first shield, and then I have a Wild Charge already ready to go. And that's going to one-shot Charizard, and we're going to take that game. So, yeah, that's a great way to farm energy. If you know how long it takes them to get to a charge, and you know that your quick move damage will be enough to kill them before they can get to their charge, then that's perfect. That's a perfect way to aggressively farm energy for their next Pokemon. And usually Raichu against Charizard with no shields would obviously be a losing match because one Blast Burn would probably one-hit KO you. But in that scenario, I had so much charge energy that, you know, anyone in the right mind would shield thinking a Wild Charge is coming at them. And then I have a second Wild Charge just ready to go. So yeah, that's a wrap on today's Rainbow Cup battles, guys. I hope you learned some things about the meta. I hope you found these battles enjoyable. And overall, I hope you like my commentary. And I appreciate all of the comments I've gotten on my last video, which was my Double Fighter Trap the Psychic User video. I've gotten a lot of great comments, and I appreciate you guys for watching and subscribing as usual. We got a huge boost in subscribers from that video, and now we just blew out 500 subscribers, guys. So I want to thank you all for subscribing and watching, commenting, liking, all that jazz. And we hit our monthly goal. So I am a happy YouTuber right now, guys. And my regionals tournament's this weekend, so I'll be trying to push out that video maybe by Monday. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell to be notified every time I upload. You guys are knowing of the drill here on this channel and on other channels as well. And I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.